Okay guys, so today I will rank every Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU episode. And no, this isn't actually the real tier list of me ranking every CPU Mii that I like the best or worst. It's actually going to be based on how well or bad the episodes were in Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU. So, yeah, that is it. So, yeah, S tier is the best, and F minus is the worst. So, there's probably going to be some positives. There's probably going to be some failure episodes, but let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. Oh, and by the way, the episodes that I'm ranking are going to be in alphabetical order this time. Abby, she's going in negative C tier, I believe. Yeah, it was also the first episode where someone rolled a 50 roll, and that was done by me, but I lost the round, and I was pretty disappointed. So yeah, that episode earned some brownie points for that, but oh well, I'm still pretty happy that I rolled the first 50 roll in the series. Abe, yeah, he's going in positive C tier. Yeah, there were some, yeah, that episode was pretty anticlimactic. One thing though that may have put to plus C instead of just normal C is because I rolled a doubles from the 1v3 and made me get to the end and win the game. So I'm pretty happy about that. Actually, you know what? I'll put it in plus B tier. Okay, I is in C tier, just normal C tier. There were some pros and cons. The pros is, well, it's just anticlimactic. It was easy. But the cons were Pedro rolling higher than me in the Blaster minigame. Or wait, no, it wasn't Pedro rolling higher than me. It was actually, he got more blocks than me. And Jose was next to Star in the crowd, but it was C tier. So that episode's okay. Akira, he is also C tier. We did have the best start in the world, but I rolled a 40 on the first try in the final challenge, and it was Master 2, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm going to give this one some bonus points. So that is C tier plus C tier, and it was also recorded on the 10th anniversary of Wii Part U being released. Alex is, yeah, he is D tier, I think. Maybe we'll put him in plus D tier. The reason why is because Andre's Cube 64 rolled a doubles when he was like a few spots away from the final challenge, thinking that I don't think he will even get a doubles, but he did, and he got 40 first try in the challenge, and that made me in a bad mood, and so I just decided to prevent him from winning the game. But I'm sorry, Andre 64, or I'm sorry, Andre's Cube 64 for this, but yeah, you kind of caused Alex episode to become plus D tier. Alright, for Alicia's episode, oh no, I did not mean to drag Abe. I meant to drag, or I meant to scroll. I think she's, minus B. Yeah, maybe, you know what, maybe we'll go with her normal B. The first round we did have the best luck in the world. I rolled a 39 in the final challenge on the first try. But here's what made this a B tier. Mies and Me actually picked one of the worst minigames, which is Lap Happy. And I was so unhappy at her. But somehow I won the game. Because, yeah, and this also happened when we were like all close to the final challenge. Yeah, that was really incredible luck for me. So yeah, that's why it's in B tier. Alright, next is Andy. And I think this one's gonna go in plus C tier because yeah, this was the first Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU episode ever. Yeah, ever. And I still cannot believe Windows XD rolled a 47 on the first try in the final challenge. Like, wow. I really did not expect Windows XD to even win that first round of the first episode. Because, man, he was in last place for quite a while. On the second round, we did have better luck because I won the game. But I thought I was going to lose again because of Haruka. I thought she was about to roll a 35, but no. She actually rolled 32 or 33, less than a 35, and I won the game because of that. So I'm happy about that. Alright, next is Anna, and she is also in C tier. Plus C tier. Yeah, this is also the longest Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU episode that is in one game, because it's the only one that I played in one singular game, and it was over an hour, besides the bonus episode. And I still cannot believe that, I still cannot kind of believe that I won, literally, in this episode. Literally, I'm kind of shocked it was so long. Okay, next is Asami, and she's gonna go in positive D tier, and yeah, the reason for that being is the Wii U Daisuke won the first round, and he also kept annoying me, and in some parts in the second round, and at one point during blast panels, my teammates weren't even fast enough to even, defeat the big pirate ship. But I won the second round, so no big deal. And it was also Master, so yeah, that's why it's higher. Okay, for Ashley, she's unfortunately gonna have to be in D tier. The reason why is the only way that would prevent from going D tier, and it would have had the opportunity of going in the C area, is if I didn't get two incredibly bad rolls, including that 18 that I got, and if Rachel Howe didn't even pick Hide to Go Beak, then yeah, this would have been in the C area. Probably in the B's area if it was pretty good. Okay, next is Barbara, and she's going negative C tier. Sorry if I cough, but okay, so for her episode, it's negative C tier, even though I beat it in one try. But the reason was that the video kept glitching, and that made me pretty unhappy, but I decided to keep the episode. So now you'll see glitches at the end, but oh well, most of the episode doesn't have glitches, so Yeah, you're fine, but yeah, this one's in C tier still. Okay, for Chica, yeah, nothing interesting. Although my Wii U did make a funny sound, which, stopped the music, the background music in Highway Rollers playing, but oh well, it was fine. Okay, next is Chris, and he is in plus D tier. And yeah, I actually live streamed this episode at 7 to 8 in the morning. Yeah, so I can, get my days done quicker. But, the reason why he's in plus D tier is, I don't know why I was in last place on the first round for quite a while, even though I did do nothing wrong, and I still didn't win the first round. Though I probably didn't get last, but the second round was a bit better because I won, but yeah, I don't understand that first round, how I lost somehow. Okay, for Cole, he is also in C tier. Yeah, there was nothing to point out, though I did have to, hurry a bit because I was in a schedule for something, but thankfully I did it, and I did it first try, so I'm happy about that, and We Part You listened to me, and I'm happy. Okay, for Daisuke, yeah, he's going in plus, he's going negative B tier. Yeah, the reason being is I was having a bit better luck than the others in this series, and so far, and I am kind of happy that I had a bit better luck here, because I beat it first try, too. Okay, David is a negative B. And yeah, he was an expert, and experts were the most trouble I had out of any difficulty in Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU, but this one was pretty good. Well, it was average, but because that I got a double after being that 1v3, yeah, and won the final challenge because of that. And it was an expert too. Yeah, that's going in negative B tier. Okay, this one is positive D tier for Eddie. Yeah, it was expert, so yeah, I kind of get why I lost 3 times. No, I kind of get why I lost 2 times and won the third try. But I still don't understand why Clara even beat me in the ninja water jump minigame. And it was also the second time in the series where someone rolled a 4 dice matching bonus, and that was Dade. And yeah, this happened way more frequently ever since that in the series, so okay, for Eduardo, I wasn't having super good luck because it was expert, so I won on the third try. So yeah, that one is in D tier, but oh well, it's not the worst episode. There's worse. Okay, Lisa's in positive C tier. It was anticlimactic. But the reason why I put in positive C tier is that I actually got a tie in Operation Sandbox, which that actually kind of blew my mind. I thought you can only get a tie by, running out of time without destroying in either the big tank or the 3 small tanks. But no, if you actually destroyed both of each other's tanks then at the same time, then yeah, you can get a tie. So yeah, that's why I put this in positive C. Okay, for Emily, yeah, she's in negative D tier. Yeah, I don't know why, but I struggled on this episode, even though it was advanced. Like, I always do excellent in advanced, but this episode, no, I wasn't super good at it there. Parfield kept sipping for Masako, and yeah, it took me until the third try to finally beat it, which I'm still not super happy, but well, there's worse than that. Alright, so Emma, you are going in plus B tier. Yeah, I know I lost 3 rounds and only took 4 tries to get to the end, but here's what made this in positive B tier. I got a 4 dice matching bonus in that episode. Like, I still can't believe that I got a 4 dice matching bonus still today. Like, man, talk about luck. I'll give you one word why Eva is an F tier. Mary. Yes, Partyphil kept sipping for Mary in Eva's episode, and it took me until 5 tries to beat it. Yeah. And it was also the first time, the start of the era, where I paused and then not look until I had confidence enough from that, so I feel comfortable enough to unpause it and see what number I get. But now I don't do that anymore, because my friends are starting to get annoyed by it. So, well, nothing much to point out for Fritz. Although I did get 45 on the first try. No, not first try. I did get 45 on the final challenge. Yeah. And that's on the try after my first try. So, yeah, for that, I'll place it in plus C. Okay, Fumiko, yeah, I didn't have the greatest star in the world, but I beat it in 1 try, so yeah, not much to point out. Gabby, oh, Gabby, man. Yup, negative F tier, because there was just so much wrong things at that episode. It took me 3 freaking episodes to finally beat her, not including the deleted one, which I'm not even going to give a reason why. But yeah, that reason why, what I'm talking about, is the reason why she made me go in F tier. Yeah. Yeah, the first time streaming for the first video, it ended because my live stream just decided to end because my phone was out of battery. Why, thank you, phone. I appreciate that. And for the second video, yeah, after Alessandro landed on 1v3 in the third round, I just didn't feel like playing We Party You anymore. But for the third video that was not deleted, I finally won first try, and I'm pretty happy about it. But the deleted episode, yeah, that was the reason why I decided to put it in F tier. And I'm not even going to explain why. No, it's not because you guys already know about it. It's because, well, I just don't feel like explaining about that. Okay, for Gabrielle, he is in plus C tier. I did have great luck on the first challenge, but the second challenge, oh, that's where the fun begins. I screwed up the second challenge 6 times in a row. Who screws it up 6 times in a row? But for the final challenge, I beat it in one try with the exact number, 40. So I'm pretty happy about it. I still cannot believe I won that first try, though. I don't know how. Okay, so George is in F tier because, yeah, like, literally, I had bad luck in the first round and second round, but the worst luck I had was the third round. I thought I was gonna win, but then I choked, and choked, and choked, and choked the final freaking challenge. I choked so hard at the final challenge that I even let someone win. And it wasn't even on purpose. I just let Araceli win because of how much I kept choking at the final challenge. But I did eventually beat it, but oh my god, that third round, yeah, that made me put it in F tier. Despite all the good luck that happened to me on that round. Yeah, not much to say about Giovanna. Actually, nothing to say about Giovanna. She's just in C tier, so... Alright, Greg is in negative B tier because I beat Expert on the first try for the second time. And yeah, that made me pretty happy. And yeah, you don't see that every day, ladies and gentlemen. You don't see me beating Expert on the first try every day for Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU. Well, not much to point out for Gwen here. It was just too easy because it was just beginner, so yeah, see. Alright, for Haru, yeah, she's going in plus D tier because, yeah, on the final challenge for the first round, I rolled a 39. And I got in last place on the board. But on the second try, I had better luck here because I won the full game. But yeah, that first round was just brutal. Absolutely brutal and pain from that 39 at the final challenge. Alright, Haley is going in plus C tier. And yes, she was also the final expert CPU meet in the series. And, well, I did beat her first try, but I'm putting her in C tier because, yeah, I kept getting first place in expert more frequently now. So, yeah, that's why. Helen, oh my god. Helen is going in F tier. You want to know why? The stupid freaking final challenge. I choked so many times. It was not funny. Like, literally. I choked so many times. And it was also the first episode where I live streamed on my new phone. Because, yeah, my old one broke. But it's not like it's... But not that that matters right now because, yeah, I choked at the final challenge so many times in the second round and the third round. It took me 2 videos of streaming just to actually finally beat this. Like, why can't you just give me a 35 first time game? Not to mention, I already got 35 on the first try on the final challenge for the third round. Like, why can't you just give me a 35 now, game? Okay, so Hiromasa is going in negative D tier. Yeah, it's all because of Party Phil sipping for girls again, but the reason why it's not an F tier is because, well, I know I did this 4 tries, but it took me it was still one video, and I didn't give up, and I finally beat it, and it was master, so I kind of get it, but the reason why it's not an F tier is because, guess what? I started the
Post the red angry emoji right now.
Era. Like, yeah, that never gets old. Ever. Hiromi was okay. Actually, I'll put her in plus C tier. Yeah, it was anticlimactic. And it was advanced, so yeah, it was okay. Hiroshi is also in C tier. Well, just normal C tier. Well, it was also anticlimactic. Though I thought I was gonna choke at the final challenge, but actually finally made it first try. Yeah, Holly. Yeah, Holly is in negative F tier, and you guys probably know why. I struggled so hard at Holly. I don't know why. It was also the time that it caused the most dramatic part of my life in YouTube, and I had to take the rest of a day off from YouTube because of how stupid that round was. Literally. The first video that was deleted, my face was actually shown, and I felt stressed. But the second video, Nikki Roles won, and I stressed out again, and took an entire day off from YouTube. And the third video, which you guys can actually see right now, it was so bad. I even lost it. Literally, I lost it by laughing uncontrollably. That's how much I hate this episode. This episode's actually even worse than Gabby's. Literally. Well, not much to say for Ian. He is standard and I beat him one try, so another easy episode. Oh, Jackie, she's going in plus D tier. I beat this in 3 tries, and it was master. The first try at the final, Max picked ramped up, which I usually get last in master, but I got first place in it. And even then, I was 1 away from winning the whole game. And the second round was an A better. I didn't have good luck, so there's that. And the third round I won, but that's why it's in D tier, because of the first round at the end. I thought spinning around a chair and throwing a dart on the bullseye blindfolded was lucky enough. Getting a 5 dice matching bonus and then a 4 dice matching bonus in 1 round is so incredibly God and baby Jesus born like luck. The first round wasn't pretty good, but everything went uphill super fast. No, not just super, incredibly fast. The second I played the second round, because, oh my god, I don't know how Akira rolled a 5 dice matching bonus and then Nilly rolled a 4 dice matching bonus in 1 round. I'm still shocked on how. How? Okay, James is going in negative C tier because, I was trying to I know I beat this 1 try, but I was trying multiple tries on getting the final challenge correct, but then, of course, I failed and failed and failed until I finally get it. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but it would have been a bit better if I actually got it first try. Jesse, aka the final beginner of this series. We didn't have the brightest start, but oh well, it was okay. Okay, Julie, yeah, Julie is in negative D tier. You want to know why?
UFO.
Yeah, that UFO space fricked me over. And yeah, that caused me to lose the first round and maybe rage quit. Kinda. But the second round was better. But I cannot believe the first round, man. All because of that UFO. Okay, so for Catherine, yeah, she was also alright. Not much to say here. You know, I'm gonna do a little bit of a better, yeah, spacing for Kiko here. Yeah, she's in D tier because, yeah. It took me 2 videos just to finally beat her, but then Party Phil kept sipping for Steven. The CPU me is what I'm talking about, not the MeTuber. But yeah, Party Phil was just sipping for Steven non-stop. And it took me 2 videos to finally beat it. And this was the second Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU episode. Yet I already had to put 2 videos of me trying to beat the CPU me. Okay, so Kataru is in negative B because, well, I thought I was going to lose, but then luck came at me and, yeah, gave me a win first try. And even Mary was there, but that didn't even stop me from, you know, trying to lose to her love interest from Party Phil, so... Okay, Luca's in D tier because of Pedro. Yes, Pedro. He keeps getting free spaces for absolutely nothing. Yeah. And yeah, I keep going negative and negative and negative. But I did win the second try, but man, I'm still unhappy at Pablo. No, Pedro. Okay, for Lucia, yeah, she's going in negative, you know what, I'm gonna say negative A tier. Like, literally. It was the first master episode of Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU, yet I won first try. Literally. And what's also pretty cool is that I rolled 6 sixes out of the 7 dices. Yeah, if that 2 was a 6, I would have automatically put this at S tier, no matter what. Literally. That would have been the luckiest thing that have ever happened to me in my whole life. Literally. Okay, Marco, yeah, he's in C tier. Not much to point out. Maria was also easy as well, so yeah, C tier. Alright, next is Marissa, aka Big Cheater, or Succubus. This one is a D tier, despite me finishing it on the 5th round. But it took me 1 video to do it. But the reason why it's higher this time, and not F tier like Eva, is because it was master difficulty. I kind of get why I beat it on the 5th try. And I wasn't even getting close to the end, like, at all, like, literally. Which, I know, but being far away from the end is way better than choking at the final challenge only to let someone else win. So, yeah, it's just my opinion. Okay, it's Martin's turn, and yeah, it's negative B tier. And yeah, it was at the end. That's why it's in B tier. I last placed the Paula to UFO, and that made her get pretty close to the end. And then she landed on the UFO space thinking that, oh, she might go backwards. Nope, she landed on my spot. Then after the minigame, I thought I was going to lose again, but nope, I actually beat it on the first try, and the final challenge on the first try. Like, wow, that was pretty lucky, and I don't think it could ever happen again. And then it's Matt, and guess what? That is going to go in positive B tier, I think, and that's because the second round. How did I win the second round? Literally, like, someone was at the end and they're choking, and then I was slowly catching up, and then at my 7 dice roll after the domino minigame, I think that is the domino minigame, or maybe something else, I don't know, but after that minigame, I rolled what I thought I was gonna get a crap roll. No, I got 23, which is exactly what I needed to get to the final challenge. And I rolled higher than 35, and I still don't know how I won the second challenge, literally, or the second round. Alright, next is Megan, and it was pretty short, but also anticlimactic, but thanks to the short episode, it's going in plus C tier, so... And Mia was also anticlimactic, and I beat it in 1 try, and it was beginner, so yeah, it was, an anticlimactic episode again. And next was Michael, and yeah, this one's also in D tier, and at least it wasn't bad as Julie, because hey, it wasn't beginner, but still. The same thing happened with Julie. The reason why it's in D tier is because I landed on a UFO in the first round and made me lose the game. But then I won the second round. Okay, for Midori, it's in plus D tier. And the reason why is because the first round, man, oh my lord. Yeah, I keep getting good rolls, but then I kept landing on the negative 10 dice block. Like, literally. Like, why does the game do this to me? Oh, man. And then, of course, it didn't even give me a chance and let Nathan win. But I won on the second round, which I'm proud of, but still I'm not still happy about the first round of that episode. Alright, for Miguel, it's C tier, and it was also anticlimactic. Next. Okay, for Mike, it's a negative B tier. And I was about to put it in, like, negative C tier or the D tiers. But what made it up was the 51 roll that I got from the final challenge in the second round, which made me super happy. I don't know if that will ever happen again. Like, I don't know if I'll ever roll a 50 roll in the final challenge again. Alright, and Masaki's going in B tier. And yes, the reason why is because it was the final Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU episode. And I was so excited to finally get out of the series. And I did. Although I thought I was going to choke at the end on the first round, but apparently I didn't, and got 45 and won the game. And next is Miyu, and yes, this was also anticlimactic. Next. Alright, next is Naomi, which is my crush, and this one's going to go in plus C tier, and the reason for that is, yeah, this was the last episode to be live streamed on my old phone before it decided to broke. Now I have a new phone, which it has some pros and it has some cons, but and yes, her episode was also anticlimactic. Now, oh my god, Nelly is gonna go in F tier, because there's just so many reasons why it's an F tier. One reason is that it took me until 4 tries to finally beat WeParU as her. Like, even though it was at the lowest difficulty level. Another reason is that during the recipe recall minigame, which is the final minigame round that I played in the 3rd round of the episode, I decided to move my cursor around like crazy and then figured that it won't pick the carrot. But because, hey, the carrot is the only ingredient that wasn't in the soup. Nope, it decided to pick the carrot and I lost. And yeah, this made me cost the 3rd game. And I was spaces away. And yeah, you know, to add insult to injury and rub salt in the wounds at the same time. Star decided to offend me by saying, "Oh, you need to stop moving your cursor around like crazy." Come on, I only did it one time. And guess what? Even if I actually got in first place and didn't move my cursor around like a freaking idiot, I wouldn't even give 40 in the final challenge on the first try. And you know what? I'm going to freaking prove it. Okay, so yeah, that's my 10 dice roll before getting to the challenge, but when I step into the challenge, yep, so yeah, my theory's correct. Yep, like, why would you do that, Star? Literally. God. You know, at least I won the 4th try, but yeah, there's just so many reasons why Nelly is in F tier, including that pointy thing in Recipe Recall. Literally. Alright, next. Alright, and Nick is in negative C tier, and yeah, I was kind of annoyed at Joseph the CPU me because, you know, he won the 1st round. I don't know why, but, you know, the 2nd round, it was okay, so. Alright, next is Oscar, and yes, he was also easy. Next. Alright, next is Pablo. Hey, we didn't have the greatest 1st round in the world. It was Master, I get it, but still. And it's all because of you, cheater. But 2nd round, it was better. And I was happy about that. So, yeah, that's why it's going to be a negative C tier. Alright, Patrick was also easy as well. So, next. Okay, for Pierre, I struggled a lot with him. And that's all because of Nare, but on the 3rd round, I don't know how I won that 3rd round. And, you know, because of that, it's going in plus D tier, and oh my lord, I still cannot believe how I won the 3rd round. Literally. And it was on Master, too. And here's Rachel, and yes, she is going to go in A tier. And, yeah, the 1st round, the MeTuber decided to roll a 51 roll on the 1st round of the 1st minigame. And then the second I saw she landed on 1v3, I knew this would be an unbelievable episode. And it kind of was unbelievable throughout the whole episode. Even though I lost on 2 tries, but then 3rd try I won. But because of those reasons, it's going to go in A tier. Alright, Rainer is going to go in plus C tier. Yes, he was also anticlimactic. Even though I lost on the 1st round and then won on the 2nd round. But, you know, that's good enough for me. Okay, for Ren, he is going to go in B tier. And the reason for that is because this was the shortest Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU episode. And, you know, that was pretty fast for that episode, any episodes. And it was also the only episode under 30 minutes. So, wow. I still cannot believe it was that fast. And Rin is also going to go in B tier because it was also the first episode where I beat expert difficulty on the first try. Ryan is going to go in negative B tier. And the reason for that is because I landed on 2 UFOs, but then got lucky enough to win the game on that round. Like, literally. That was pretty cool. Sabura was also okay, so yeah. That's why it's in C tier. It was also another anticlimactic game. Sakura is in negative B tier, and I somehow beated this on the first try, and it was on Master, and I am pretty happy to see that. So, especially that I was in the time schedule on this episode. Literally, I was on time schedule while doing this, so good job, I beat this first try. Okay, for Sandra, yeah, plus A tier. And you want to know why? We get lap unhappy. I somehow was 1 minnosecond away from winning. And then I landed on a UFO and then went back to last place. And then after all that, I somehow won the game. Yeah, yeah, there should be world records of that. That will never, ever happen again. I'm so happy that I won first try somehow. Sarah was also okay. So, yeah, next. Oh, would you look at that? Another anticlimactic episode. So, yeah, next. Okay, for Shinta, that is negative C tier. And the reason for that is because, yeah, I lost 2 rounds, but then on the third try I won. But here's where it's, but that's not crazy enough to let me say you, how many inches I got in the closing it minigame. I got 301 inches. Yeah, I don't think that will ever happen again. For me, that is. Okay, for Shohei, it's a plus A. And the reason for that is because Haruka rolled a 5 dice matching bonus after getting a 2 dice matching bonus. And that 5 dice matching bonus, believe it or not, was all 6s. Yeah, literally. What are the odds of that? Okay, for Shuta, we didn't have the greatest start in the world, but oh well, it was easy, so next. Silk, yeah, it's going to go in negative D tier. And the reason for that is because I landed on the UFO on the first round. And I had a good lead too. So, and that cost me the first round and the second round, and then the third round I won. I'm still not super happy because of that first round in that episode. Shivam was anticlimactic again. So, next. Okay, next is Soda, and he is going to go in negative C tier. The reason for that is because I lost the first round. I don't know how, but I got through it and beat it the second round with ease. Oh my god, Steph is in negative D tier, and the reason for that is because, yeah, it took 3 hours to beat We Party You as her, and then on the start of the 4th round, my audio and quality and everything was messing up, and then I decided to make a little rant on it after that fiasco, but the 4th round, I completed it, but I was still kind of unhappy that I did, so. Well, Steve, yeah, it's a negative C tier. It wasn't too bad. I did lose the first round, though. But it was nobody's fault besides Party Phil. But, yeah, on the second round, I was, yeah, this is The second round was, yeah, this is where my cough started to build up, and yeah, that caused me be pretty sick in certain days, but at the time, but you know, it was okay. Okay, Stephanie is in A tier because I landed on a UFO, but then made a god comeback after that and won the game on the first try. Somehow, I don't know how. Dude, I just got incredibly lucky with those games lately. Do I need to say anything about Susanna? It was easy as pie. Alright, Takashi's going in plus C tier. Yeah, it was another easy round. And I was like pretty close to losing. Because if I decide to do the challenge with a 40, the final challenge, then I knew I won't get it. So I decided to, lose some mini games on purpose to prevent anyone from getting a 35 from that challenge. And it actually worked out, and I won first try. Okay, for Takumi, that is negative B tier. I know I lost the first 2 rounds, and then I had pretty bad luck on the start of the 3rd round, but then I made a god comeback on the 3rd round, and then just won the game. Literally, that's how it's probably going to go for everything else here. I don't know why. It will be anticlimactic, it will be unbelievable. Yeah, sorry to feel the same here. Tater Tatsuwaki is also anticlimax, so yeah, he was also pretty easy. Okay, Theo is negative C tier. It was expert, and I beat it on the 2nd try. Though I had issues in this episode because Party Phil was simping for a MeTuber, and yeah, that made me unhappy. And what also made me unhappy is that I got trolled by the pool balls in Pool Party. Like, why? All thanks to Wii U David, Tommy is gonna go in negative B tier because, thanks to that last place boost, I was able to boost over a CPU me and win the game with a 35, which made me pretty excited and happy. Okay, here's my least favorite CPU me, Tomoko, and her episode was okay. I did lose the first round, but then the second round, I got doubles from winning that 1v3, and I won the final challenge with a 40, and that made me pretty proud. Tyrone is negative A tier, and yeah, the reason for that is because, there were just a few unbelievable things happening in this episode, like, literally. That was super good. Ursula was also easy as pie, so yeah, that's in C tier. Victor is in F tier, and the reason for that is, I got screwed on 3 tries so hard, I decided to make 2 videos. And after that first video, I legit broke a Wii remote. Yeah, literally. I did. I snapped it in half. Like, yeah. Oh my. That means I'm stronger than Poof. Okay, Vincenzo is up. And yeah, it was anticlimactic. And it was also pretty short. Though we did have some cons here, like Marissa in a swimsuit. Oh my god. And and a user named Sammy also kept annoying me in the chat, but oh well. Vincenzo was easy. Yoko was tedious and redundant because it took me 3 tries, but it wasn't too bad because it was master. And finally, we have Yoshi, and yes, she was also anticlimactic. And yeah, that wraps up of every Wii CPU versus Wii U CPU episode ranked. Jake was the best, and Gabby and Holly and Nelly were the worst, but Holly was actually the most worst of all three. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you liked the rankings I did, then be sure to subscribe if you really want. But alright, I'll see you in something next. Bye.